and also pushed to the forefront of this one is Mystique. I'm assuming that has to do with the fact that Jennifer Lawrence is now an Academy Award-winning actress. She's okay as far as the character in the movie, but...
Pause. Half in the bag. Let YouTube autoplay. It's wonderful. Tonight, like every other night, is like no other. Great quote. I can't steal that. That's from Interstate 76 or Interstate 82. Whatever, one of those. Favorite fucking game series. I couldn't think of what to have for dinner. Mr. Robot finale. It aired yesterday. Former roommate, college buddy coming over to watch it. Gotta celebrate with some $50 steaks. Literally $50 each. Tomahawk ribeyes. And the way these are gonna work is I'm gonna bake them at the lowest possible. Because I was like, oh, sous vide. They're big. They would take probably 5-6 hours in the sous vide. And frankly, beef is not my favorite in the sous vide. Chicken, pork, white meat, I'm all for it. We'll do 185. I could do 170. We'll do 185. I've got about 2.5 hours before he's here. We're going to watch at least 3 the night of, and then we're going to do South Park, and then we're going to do Mr. Robot finale. So somewhere in the middle of that, these should be finished out in the barbecue. So I'm going to bake them with the temperature probe in it. If you don't have a temperature probe, do not attempt to bake anything. You'll just don't stab it every time, every 20 minutes. Get a probe that you can leave in it. One of these is bigger than the other. That one's bigger. So I'll probe this one right against the bone. Set it for 127-ish. 133 is like medium rare, perfect. You can do 130 if you want to be like super caveman about it. I knew someone that used to eat it just like that's done. Joe Sr., God bless, done. But I'll monitor this. I'm estimating, personally from experience, it's going to take about 2.5 hours to be finished in the oven. What we're going to do now is we're going to destroy it with seasoning because it's so goddamn thick. Actually, see this garlic powder? Put that back. That's useless. We're going to get out the real minced garlic. We're also going to... That's terrifying. Almost out of sriracha. Which isn't the worst thing, as long as you've got some sort of hot sauce. Because I like a little touch of heat, and these are so thick that it's not gonna like, oh, it really made it too. It's just gonna it's gonna Where's my gravy master? Liquid smoke, no. Brown sugar, no. Do I fit? No. Here's my gravy master. Also, I'm gonna end up putting. These are the Chinese food soy sauces. These are different from the bottle soy sauces. I like using these better for this process. I may not need the gravy master actually at that point. It's all coming back to me. I should rewatch my video when I made steak because I had a specific regimen. It was chop the fat, which I'm going to end up probably doing because this is some big fat pieces, and I want those to just blossom into like a love flower. Do I have any red Cholula? More green Tabasco, fennel, no, we're not doing that. Paprika, no. Sea salt, no, we're just gonna stick with kosher salt. I think we're done in here. Use regular Tabasco because I'm gonna be real low on this. Since I have the garlic one in here and I'm just bad at organization. Egg whites, put those on there, no. Cream cheese. I should check that. Hoisin sauce. No. Gluten-free soys. There you go. Bottega, cherry Pepsi, and Crystal Pepsi. Gotta have those two things. Lime juice. Ooh, a little bit of lemon juice in this. Might. Tartar sauce. Excuse me, my videos are awesome. This is what real cooking's like. It's like, fuck, do I have this? And the answer to that is no. Oh. Rufus Teague, not Honey Sweet. Where's the other one? I bought it. There's Rufus Teague Touch of Heat. There's Rufus Teague, and there's like Flamin' Hot. And it is, there it is. Blazing hot. And it legit is. I wouldn't put on these steaks. They're too good for that. Alright. I do have Cholula hot sauce. I've got this. I once ran out of sriracha and I just used the Cholula Chipotle hot, and it was just as good. So, knife, rub tea leaves on it. For every use. And for some reason I like doing twice and then once. Not a lot of pressure. You're just standing up the microscopic things in there. Try to turn my head rapidly so everyone vomits. I'm just gonna give this like I'm not here to cut the actual meat. That'll make it terrifying. But just this bit's here. We could crisscross this, or I could just do one direction like I'm doing now, no relation to the band. The boy band. This is alright. That's already loose enough. Cut a little bit like this. Because things are going to contract even at low temperatures, and you don't want them to pull the meat apart. What's a thick one? Yeah, cutting through the fat entirely does nothing bad for the steak. It just means the heat's now going to get all around this fat, and it won't just be a big glob of hardness. It'll soften up. It'll drip. You could cut it out, but then I'd find where you lived and fucking killed you. So don't do that. And do be mindful not to cut super deep, because if you super deep cut through like the main thing, it's just gonna leak all the flavor and goodness and moisture out of your steak, and you're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, little cuts, 1/4 inch. It's not gonna affect something this big. Good. Check that. There we go. Keep those weird bits of sinew from pulling. Do I need this anymore? No, drop that in the sink. Wash hands constantly. Alright. Step 1. I already sprayed some Pam on it, but that should not affect the absorption rate of our soy. Now watch this. See, look at it go in. It literally disappears into the meat. And I don't understand why this does it and not the bottled soy, but this does it and not the bottled soy. And I just used one packet and did like, I wonder if I can get both sides out of it. They're kissing now. Yeah. See, it's just, I don't know what it is. It's just magic. Oh yeah. I wasn't gonna. Here's another thing you do. You pick it up and you squeeze, and if it gets hard to squeeze, like right there, that's just a giant lump of fat. And we could deal with this vein of fat in a second. A lot of prep work goes, and this is nice and soft. That's all meat. This is obviously all fat. Season that too, because you're gonna be able to chew on that like tobacco. Rub your hand on the extra. Oh yeah. All right, so that's got hard bits. Let's check this one. Yeah, there's a nice big hard bit. That's what she said. And of course, I've got to open a drawer with my disgusting hands. Take a fork. Find the fatty hard bits. Hopefully your hands aren't as slippery as mine are, because I just oiled them apparently. Alright, I'll explain it to you, and then I'm going to shut the camera off and then attempt to do this. Just stab the hell. Wow, this is so hard to do. Just stab the hell, not out of the meat. We're not piercing the meat, just the fatty bits. You could feel them. You could feel where they go. The real hard ones, you got to get it there. Just tenderize that. Oh yeah, there it is. You will thank me later after you blow $100 on a meal for a TV show. Come on, yeah. All right, I'm gonna do that. Ah, screw it. Zeals don't cut. Zeals don't give a shit. I'm gonna stab myself with a fork on camera. Just want to feel. I want to get that hard feeling out of it. That's nice and rough right there. Yeah, you want to make sure it's all mushy. You don't want to find that hard bit when you're cutting it later. And I'm sure they make special forks for this. So what do you guys think about a Patreon solely dedicated to cooking? This way I know how much time to dedicate to these things. I think I can buy shit like this every week and totally not lose any weight ever again in my life. So you know what? We're going to give these a... Even though I cut them, let's give them a stab too. Because they're super hard. Just like in prison, we shank somebody. I love abusing my meat. Do you enjoy watching me wash my hands? Pay for it. Z Cooks. There's a couple patrons that have 2 accounts and they have like equally $26,000 like a month coming in. It's like, what? I drank what? Next step. Where am I going? So I don't need any of these. I need 1 packet. 1 packet of the crazy soy. Cheap crazy soy. We're just gonna throw a glob of that there, and I'll just spread it around to both. We're gonna make a pile right here. That's what we're gonna do. Unscrew this. I don't know who else recommends this. I don't recommend it. This is onion powder because we're obviously just clumped on a thing of garlic. If you have any open wounds, you're going to know about it after you've added this. And now let's finish off the sriracha. And we'll spread that one out a little bit. This is such a small amount, I don't want to... Yeah, baby. Take it. Okay. Garbage that. Screw it. I like hot. He likes hot. The baking and then the barbecue is going to remove a lot of this heat anyway. We're done with this. Let's go down here and here. I shouldn't need any more garlic. Whiskey. My brother once, let me tell you a story. You want a tomahawk ribeye? That's what I fucking thought. My brother once decided to soak his steaks, ribeye steaks, because you know that's the standard best steak. Decided to soak them in whiskey. Bourbon? Whiskey? Pretty sure it was whiskey. For 24 hours. Not for like 20 minutes, not for a day. And he's pretty sure he and his wife both got, well then fiance, now wife, both got legitimately drunk on steak. Which is something it's, I can't say it's ever happened to me. I've never gotten drunk on steak. Rum ham. I'll have Frank make up a rum ham, and that might be a thing. Oh yeah. Squeeze that fat. Who gives a shit? I hate it. Abuse your fat. Abuse it. Like a red-headed stepchild. Yeah. I've actually, from all the abuse and tenderizing meat, this has actually gotten a little bit thinner. So when I put it down, which way is the most space friendly like that. The bones can touch because that doesn't matter. I'm just gonna sort of stand the meat up. I don't want it to be thin and then thick in parts. I want it to be equal. So we're gonna sort of just do that. That's nice. Again, back to the wash. I edited these parts out, but it's important you wash your hands. You gotta know this is gonna happen. Especially once you want to wipe your eye and all of a sudden, I don't know why my eye blew up to the size of like a softball. Because I was, rubbing meat with it. Oh, if you ever come into my apartment, it's a 3-towel system. Towel here is for hands and face, wash your hands, dry your hand. Towel here is for dishes. And this towel is for countertops and, other stupid things. I'm going to set it to 125, give myself a little more of a heads up. I just want to know when it's happening and check on it, because I'm just going to put this in this oven and then ignore it until this says something. They're both equally, they're both going to be, oh yeah. And you could pretty much go against the bone because it's going to insulate from that side, and so that'll be the least cooked part always. Our internal temperature, I took these out of the fridge right before the video started, so we're still going to be in like the 40s. Doesn't matter if this preheats or not, because whatever. Okay, boys. I'm not going to tent it, just going to... Now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to set the timer on this, which is already set for 54 minutes to about... Oh, Jesus, don't break it now. Can't lift it up. To an hour, so it's 54 minutes. If this hasn't broken 60 degrees or 70 degrees in an hour, I might raise that temperature. Because I know sometimes I will start something like this, and I will just have guessed wrong. It'll just take way longer than that if I keep it at this temperature. I'm hoping it doesn't. I tenderized that beef pretty good. She's at 39 in the center right now. Is it going to drop any lower? That's actually pretty good. That means the refrigerator is spot on. 39 right now. In 53 minutes, if I haven't gained 25 degrees, then I have to up that. That's basically a very hot day in Nevada. It's 185. Like inside your car in Arizona. On the streets of Mexico, you just throw the steak down. That's where we are. Hate that. All right, we'll come back, and as far as side dishes go, who cares? 127 internal. I flipped them over. The other side was, oh God. I've got rice and carrots, cream spinach, which was meh, but I added some butter, and mashed potatoes, which are leaking. I'm gonna need one of these. I have Pam outside, and the barbecue is warmed up and ready to go. Oh, by the way, it's been hours. It's 6:30 now. I don't remember if I told the time. You wait there. I'll be back. Watch Mr. Robot. It's gonna be amazing. Oh yeah. Come with me to a magic land. Please don't be engulfed in flames. Thank God. Now I turned this thing up to like as high as I would ever run it. How falling off of this is this gonna do? Perfect. When it gets real hot, that warps and doesn't stay up, which could be scary. Okay. Now these are cooked fully, they just need more color. One. I love the bone handles. That's a picture Again, there's a Telegram food chat. Oh, my eyes. Picture that. Oh, that's blurry. Yeah. They should only need about 60 seconds per side, really. That smoke. Look at that smoke. And actually, these are the air conditioning units, so this is blowing a nice stiff breeze, getting that smoke out of there. I guess I won't need those tongs. It is time. I can, however, link to the Z Reviews Telegram, which is there, full of shifty bastards and mods that hate you. Corey Singletary just pledged $5. Thank you, Corey. But he didn't pledge it for cooking videos. Wow, that's fast. Phone down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go right back on this tray and right back inside. Actually, those are cast iron grates, so they're carrying enough heat to just give that the perfect sear. Oh yeah. Those fat ribbons on there. Come back when I'm cutting. I could just cut it off the bone, but that seems like a waste of a bone. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fatty fat fat. Oh yeah, that's that's a $50 steak. If you go get a $50 steak at a restaurant, it won't be this steak. They'll charge you. This is a $200 steak at a restaurant, at least. Got this big fat. Oh yeah. But you deal with it. Oh God, she's coming. What? I got nothing. This is carrots, Chewbacca. You don't want carrots. Cutting up carrots here. She runs from everything I throw at her. Alright. You've witnessed this. The other one will come in a bit. How thin do you want this cut is the question. Ah. Yeah, I'm doing that. Go to hell. You wish you could.